What is going on, governors? Chiscool here. And today, man, this is going to be an action-packed stream. We got a lot to do. The stream is sponsored by the makers of Civilization Eras and Allies, a game that, if you've been following me closely, you know I made a dedicated channel for. So we're going to play some Rise of Kingdoms. We got KVK stuff going on. My AP bar's full. We got to spend it down. But then we're going to go check out the new season, which literally just started in Civilization Eras and Allies. And they have naval battles. So we'll show you what that looks like. It looks freaking sick. And I got a ton of recruits we're going to do. We're going to pull like crazy. Dopamine hits incoming, baby. So if you want to download Civilization Eras and Allies, it does support my channel. You can use the link in the description. I really appreciate that. Let's fire up the stream on Twitch, gosh darn it. We're now live on twitch.tv/Chiscool too. Boom. And let's do one more thing while we're here. Let's get the word out on my Discord server, discord.gg/Chiscool. I hope you're in there. We got the legends in the chat. Here's Steven. Thank you again for the 48 months with the fancy membership badge. Let's freaking go. Discord.gg/Chiscool. We go to the content alert and we spread the word. And what do we say here? KVK prep and new season with naval battles in Eras and Allies starts today. Live streaming now. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I am so ready. Oh! Whoa! 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 Scoon! Back in ROK. Hope all's well. With the $100 dono. The absolute legend. Oh my god. Let's freaking go. Can we please get some hype in the chat? With the $100 super chat. Sheesh. Oh my god. Welcome, 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 welcome. Wait, your name is Swiss Cheesy? I see what you did there. Welcome back, says Lord Mercy. Dude. All right, yes, Rise of Kingdoms is on the screen now. Okay, here we go. My bar's full. Oh, it's almost full. Yeah. I'm just gonna do this the lazy way. And I'm just gonna hit a few barbs, because we got main account stuff to do, and then we got the new season to do in, Eras and Allies. Don't sleep on 35-35. They run a good shift. You love to hear it when your allies are gonna crush. What's this ROK Naval Civ builder called? Okay, to be clear, we are starting the stream with Rise of Kingdoms. And then we're switching gears and playing Civilization Eras and Allies. Civilization Eras and Allies is a mobile game made by the folks who made Civilization. Oh, you can't see this drink. You can see my ice. It's a matcha. Chat, it's a matcha. Have you heard about the 365 drama? I think I heard something. I mean, there's always drama somewhere. If I've learned anything in all my years playing Rise of Kingdoms, there's always drama somewhere. And I'll tell you, let me tell you a big true. Are you ready for the big true? The big true is that the drama always comes from the place you least expect it. The people you trust the most, you bring into your innermost circle, somehow generate this drama. Not everybody, but you would just be shocked at who the drama creators are, man. It is insane. The game is not available in Canada. So, Civilization Eras and Allies is currently in a regional launch. If you're in Asia Pacific, you definitely have access. I used a VPN to download early. And that way I can make guides so that when the game lands, which I hope is in the next month or two. I don't actually know when it's going to be. But when the game goes live, you're going to have a ton of guides for you ready to rock. It's going to be so sick if that all works out the way that I hope it does. I got tier lists, hero pairs, more videos planned. And Civilization Eras and Allies have been generous in sponsoring content on a new channel for me to go and do that, which is really hype. Links in the description. Super hype. Cheesy Pants. Tiffany, what's good? Cheesy Wheezy. Oh, God. Chiss Destiny also coming to mobile. Send me a message on Discord about that. I'm super curious about how the naval battles will work. Me too, man. Me too. I mean, it's so funny because, like, you know, I love Rise of Kingdoms, and players said they wanted naval battles. And, you know, we got, like, the mini game, which is, like, you know, it's like a thing, but kind of not what I think was really being asked for. So it's going to be really interesting to see the way that naval battles have been done in Civilization Eras and Allies. I don't know how it works yet. The season literally... Okay, so every month is a new season in Civilization Eras and Allies. And Season 3 literally started in the last, like, 12 hours or so. And this is the first season that has naval battles. So we'll go check it out later in stream. I'm hyped for it. Don't you have Marauders to do on the other account? Oh, yeah. We just got to get this done on the small account, and then we go over to the big account. Yeah, 100%, chat. 100%. We get this done, and then we hit the big account. Will you be making a restart when it hits global? I don't intend to. Especially because I've already dropped a bunch of money into this account, but I would consider it. I would consider it. I think there's a lot of advantage to my being ahead of the times as a content creator, you know? On the bleeding edge of whatever the meta might be. Tiffany says, I want naval battles in ROK, like a KVK story or a feature where we can make and upgrade ships and use them in fights. I mean, I think players gave that feedback many, many years ago. And I recall Baba being an extremely strong advocate for naval battles, but I could be misremembering. And what we got was the minigame, right? Sasuke! What's up, dude? How much KP does 2293 have? 1.1. Not bad, man. You know what's funny? You know, some number of people left after we lost to 960, which, like, it was a surprising number of people that bounced. And, like, oh my God, did we bounce back? We're higher power than we were before. If all those folks had stuck around, that it got all the good stuff from this huge migration that came through. And we got a bunch of old school folks that played with me long ago that are back, which is also really cool. I'm just bummed that some friendos left the kingdom. But I'm hyped for all the folks that came in. Are all the new guys ranked 2? I'm probably just going right past them. No, they might be ranked 2. Yeah, they're ranked 2. Evo, Wukong. I don't know why some people are ranked 2. Maybe it's the newer folks are ranked 2. Seb is here. Bensi, copy leader. I'm for sure skipping over some folks, which is not really intentional. I don't know where Max... Oh, there's Maximus. SW Maximus is here. All the new players are ranked 2. Damn, Frank Castle. A lot of these guys that I have played with before are here. I sent a mail the other day because I was like, hey, I know I've been like really busy, but really cool to see a bunch of folks that I've played with before show up big for the team up in 2293. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. SW Maximus is a legend. Dude, back in the day, see, back in the original KVK 3, the actual first KVK 3, I remember Maximus just racked up ridiculous amounts of KP. Back in my day, people thought any amount of field fighting was crazy shit to do, you know? But Maximus would stack 5 marches on top of each other and have their march speed so synced up that he would just wreck people. And nobody was doing that at the time because nobody knew how to play the game. And so it was like, you could do stuff back in the day, man. You could do some stuff. And the bar was honestly pretty damn low. Those were the days. Those were the days, man. The Wild West. Chubby and Kelvin on Twitch. What's up? Good to see you. We got the Twitch folks coming through. Chisk will give me flux. How many of you have given flux in game? I've never done it. All right, chat. We get the gatherers going, and we switch to the main. The link in the description for Civ Eras and Allies doesn't work. Is that for iOS that it's not working? Is that what that is? The Android link, I know works. Let's see here. I have another Apple link I could give you. No, I just get connecting with 3 dots as well. I think it depends on your region. Isn't the betting in Supreme Strife kind of rigged since the outside peeps don't know the team-up's happening? Yes, and I have great news for you. I have a video going live tomorrow where I'm going to reveal at least half of the Diplo. At least half of the Diplo I'm going to reveal to you. So I've got a betting guide. It's going to be live tomorrow. So if you're like, I don't know where to put my god dang Oryx, I got your back tomorrow, vid. I got you. Okay, now. Gatherers go out and then we switch it up. We go hit the main. We hit the big. And we show how KVK is going. Even the Crusade anyways. Bench Ragnar and use Guan instead. You know, I have debated that. You're talking about Canyon? Oh, no. Oh, no. This is a crisis. This is how you know I'm busy, man. In KVK? No way. Bro, ain't no way Ragnar's a bad March. No, 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 no. Dude, my Ragnar was my second best March last KVK. Ragnar Skippy was freaking fire. Ragnar Skippy absolutely delivered for me. Cavalry. Oh, don't ask me about my calves, though. Oh, God. Whoa. Oh. God. Ragnar is the GOAT and King of all Britain. Yeah, I might have to figure out my marches in Coab. I gotta figure out my marches in Coab. I still haven't done that. What should I do for my infantry in Coab? Coab's King of all Britain. Hope you're doing good. Thank you. I appreciate it, Fish. Yeah. I'm kind of chilling. It's been pretty crazy. I did start a new fitness routine recently. Fitness routine makes me sound like I'm in the 80s wearing spandex. So maybe I should say I started a strength training program. Oh my God, I sound like way less uncool that way. Yeah, I started a strength training program. So I'm really amped about this. I was doing push-ups and pull-ups periodically. Well, I would say consistently, actually. I was doing push-ups and pull-ups consistently. But I felt like I wasn't really, like, getting stronger. And so finally I said, F it. F it. And so I signed up for a fitness influencer program. It's the RP hypertrophy team, Dr. Mike. And we'll see what kind of results I get. But I'm already like a month in and dude, yes, this is what I needed. Spandex outfit streaming coming. Yo, I need a lot of gifted memberships for something like that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So yeah, I started this strength training program. It's been good. Like right around lunchtime, I lift and then, you know, grab lunch and then I'm back on the grind. We need Sophia. You think Murcia has a chance against the 606 camp? It kind of depends a lot on the A's that are in the 606 camp. Like, am I crazy? Or is like the 606 camp possibly one of the most busted war camps that has been formed in a long ass time. Chiss bulky coming up. God, I hope so, man. Maybe not too bulky. Honestly, what I need to do is cut. I need to lose weight. That's what I need to do. But I have no goddamn discipline, so we'll see. 606 camp is so broken. Bro, it's so broken. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's more of like a statement of fact. Like, you're the weirdo if you don't understand why the 606 camp is so strong. You know what I mean? $26.50. Us and 1719 both just fought each other for 3+ days in each zone. Much respect to them and happy to play with them. Yo, Chiss, why is no one in the GV77 shell? So Rise of Kingdoms does something really weird. The higher your gift level gets, the less frequently you get this big gift over here, Treasure of Crystal. So hilariously, the higher your level gets, the worse your rewards end up being. I know it's like really counterintuitive, and I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. It's just like, it's just factual that they're worse. So the strategy employed by, you know, the best kingdoms is to not go back to your higher level shell, but to go to a lower level shell and farm more of the alliance chests. It's really counterintuitive. Many years ago, I and many other people conveyed that that doesn't make a lot of sense. But, you know, here we are, in other shells. The purple chest is worse than the white starter chest? I don't know that that's true. Is that true? What I think is true is that the frequency with which you get them ends up being so much different that you'd rather just get them more frequently rather than get the higher tier of chest, right? Plus, this way we end up putting a bunch of alliance currency into multiple shells, which is also very important. You could pop like 4 more chests if you go a few levels lower. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of value to going to a lower tier shell. It's really counterintuitive. We do the same, says Fish. You see, and there it is. Sean, naval battles, my man. See, so Sean was around for the OG lore. Sean was around back in the day when the players of Rise of Kingdoms requested naval battles. So what we got in Rise of Kingdoms for a naval battle is actually not showing up this time around, which is funny because we have this hoist your mainsail thing going on. We got a little mini game, which is cool. But Civilization Eras and Allies, who's the sponsor of today's live stream, you can use the link in the description to download, which supports my channel. Civilization Eras and Allies is a season-based game. It's a city-building war game. It's based on the original Civilization, but well, it's made by the same people who made the original Civilization. And in their 3rd season, they added naval battles and naval units. So we're going to switch gears pretty soon in the stream, and we're going to go check out naval battles in Civilization Eras and Allies. I also loaded up the account with just a ton of gems and a ton of gold. So we're going to do a ton of Season 3 polls for the new heroes, too. All right. Yeah, I had to moderate the chat real quick. That was a little confusing. Yo, Bender! What's up, dude? Hey, is this Bender from Whiteout? SQD 2242 in the house? All right, let me make you a moderator. Add as moderator. Standard moderator. Save. All right, if you type now, you should be blue. You have no obligation to actually do anything, but you can do stuff. Yo, Plushie, what's good? So we have KVK and Rise of Kingdoms. It's Eve of the Crusade. We're just getting a few things done over here. And then we're checking out naval battles and doing a ton of polls in Civilization Eras and Allies. New season just started. The pilot economy is too strong. I completely agree. I think that there was definitely a time where you could have intervened with regard to the piloting in Rise of Kingdoms, and I think we are long past that time horizon where an intervening action makes a lot of sense. But I guess we'll kind of see. It's too late now. I personally just kind of feel like it's way too widespread. Like, yo, Plushies says have a year already. GG. Thank you for the 6 months. I think that at this point, like, the people who don't like piloting have kind of already left. And the people who, you know, either are tolerating it or like it are still here. So I think, you know, you just got to acknowledge who your audience is now, right? Like, I've seen games go and do this where, like, they add a feature in the game, half their player base leaves, and all that's left is the people that they like the way that it is. Then the developer, they change things up to try to pull back the other people that left, but they're never coming back. And all the people that are there liked the new feature, and they're like, why'd you change it? So I just don't know that they could do anything about it. I don't know what they would do. You'd have to be, I don't know, you have to think about it. I don't know what the answer is for piloting. It's the new twist on PvP games, chat. It's pilot versus pilot. PvP. Chisco sounds like a tech PM. A lot of the so Dav23 has outed me as actually I used to be a technical product manager. Once upon a time. For better or worse. I think technical product was not ideal for me because I don't actually have a technical background, but I keep getting into situations where it's like, oh, you can explain technology in a way that's like really simple. You should do tech. And it's like, I actually don't know tech. Like what? Like, no. But I keep getting into those roles back in the day anyways. Like, I know enough about tech to work with an engineer and unpack what they're saying, but, like, that's the beginning and the end of that. Yo, Vader! Welcome to the Elite Guard, dude. I appreciate you, man. Who are allies in Supreme Strife? Don't worry, I got a video coming up tomorrow. I know at least half of it, and so I'll give you that picture in tomorrow's vid. Need to bet? I placed half my bets. 'Cause, 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 Don't mind me. This is not water. It's actually matcha. Have you seen the 20 latest kingdoms? T5's on the first day. It's insane. That's crazy. That's so crazy. All right, let's open up some stuff here. We open this. We open this. I don't know why I even have one of those. This guy's just gonna take up space. Wee. Ooh. You like the Osiris base betting more? You heard a lot about matcha. You want to try it? So, I mean, the version I have here is sweetened, which is probably defeats the purpose of doing something healthy like matcha. But the way it was explained to me is that typically the way a matcha beverage is made is with the powder from matcha. And there's a lot of like things that are in the leaf that gets turned into a powder that's like really good for you. And unlike green tea, which you're just steeping, this you're actually like getting the powder, which means you get more of the good stuff, theoretically. And so that's what kind of convinced me to maybe take matcha a little more seriously. The thing is that it's got more caffeine than green tea, but I needed it this afternoon, so I'm like, all right, I'll do that. Kind of just like treating it as a alternate option here for black tea. Giordano, it sounds like the game is maybe not available in your region. Civilization Eras and Allies has launched regionally, not globally. But the global launch is coming, and I've got a dedicated channel linked in the description where I'm prepping. Oh, I am prepping. Your boy Cheese has been busy. Too busy. I so busy that I've had to start to tell people. I had a friend like really crash out on me because like I hadn't followed up with them in a while. And they were kind of like, how dare you not go out of your way to message me? But I was putting in 100-hour weeks. So I just was cooked. And it was unfortunate because like rather than check in with me to be like, hey, dude, you good? To which I would have been like, I'm kind of effed. I'm putting in 100-hour weeks. Instead, they just crashed out on me. And so, yeah, no, that relationship took a massive nosedive. So I try and let people know, like, if I'm not responding to you, I don't hate you. I'm not being mean to you. I'm not being rude to you. Like, I'm just really busy with 3 kids and 4 YouTube channels. That's just the fact of it. Okay. I am so hyped. Not really a friend then, are they? You know, I was really expecting a good bit more understanding. It was really upsetting, actually. Actually, I have not recovered. Okay, so let's freaking check out Naval Battles, gosh darn it. I want to see it. You want to see it. We're going to check out the sponsor of today's live stream. Brand new season. Let's flip it over to Android. Ooh. The notifications coming through here. I didn't even know I had notifications set up for this. I just made this scene, but it's a clone. We're going to check out Civilization Eras and Allies. They're the sponsor of today's live stream. They sponsored me to make a new channel to cover their game, which is insanely hype. And this is season 3. The Scarlet Tide event series is coming up. That's not actually what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is this is the season 3 Raging Waves, where they add naval battles to the game. Freaking hype, man. Freaking hype. Is this game free-to-play friendly? I think it's pretty free-to-play friendly. Your role's obviously very different than a spender in this game. But you can have a lot of fun. Because the game is launched regionally, I was unintentionally free-to-play for quite a while. Until I figured out how to actually spend. And then I got blocked by my credit card anyways. But then I figured it out again. It's a work in progress. Anyways, I had fun being nearly free-to-play for a while. It was like a accident. So, this is the map. The big freaking map in Civilization Eras and Allies. This is a brand new season. These darker regions over here are the ones that my alliance has captured. Our alliance is not the only one to have gotten a region, it looks like. But anyways, these areas that are water are areas where you now can have water battles. And like there's objectives like sea fortresses and stuff, which is pretty cool. I have no clue how any of this works yet. This season literally just started within the last 12 hours. And this is the center objective. It's Babylon. This is the equivalent of the Lost Temple. Okay? And you want to hold this at the end of the season. It's in the center zone. You can kind of see the zone markings. Well, the zone markings... I actually got to zoom out, figure out where they are. The zone markings are the darker lines. The provinces are the dotted lines. Anyways... We've got naval battles in this season, which is freaking hype. This is me over here. This is a tile-based game. It's also a city builder, hero collector, all that kind of stuff. So this is my city. In your city, you select buildings, you do upgrades, and it's like pretty simple. There's no like layout of your city. It's more like a tech tree. Okay, for like city upgrades. And you've got armies that you make, which are behind my head. You can't see them. But it includes historical figures, as you'd expect in a Civilization game. I've got this army. It's a survival style army designed to receive a beating and keep on swinging. It's got a lot of healing, moderate amount of damage mitigation, Sun Tzu, Cleo, and Queen Elizabeth. And in this game, when you make an army, you're using 3 heroes in a combination. And you get to customize the skills. You customize what troop you bring for each hero. You customize the titles. You customize the heck out of everything in this game. A lot of room to specialize your army. Here's my Sun Tzu. Pretty sick graphics, TBH. So, heroes in this game have a main skill. You see that right over here? This is his main skill. You can't change that. But you customize these 2 skills. You pick what you want to go here. You also customize your attributes, your stats. You have attack, intelligence, agility, which determines your turn order, defense, siege, and range. Sun Tzu Prime. God damn it. Why? Why you got to do that, man? You also get titles. Further sort of customization you can do with a hero. There's a bunch of other stuff with heroes, too. When you retire... So, if you have a hero, you can retire them to get a new skill card in your collection to apply that skill card to some other hero. So, some heroes suck, but their skill cards are really good, so you retire them for their skill card, which is kind of neat. Anyways, this is who I have. Right before stream, I did a poll, which I shouldn't have done. I should have waited for the stream. I'm an idiot. Right before stream, I did a poll, and I got Mark Anthony, and this dude is an absolute freaking legend, man. This dude is an absolute freaking legend. And I'm going to make such a badass army. I could basically make the number 2 army in the game with him. as of last season. I don't know what's meta this season. It's new season. We get new heroes. So we're going to do some polls in just a couple minutes here. There's 2 polls we're going to do. One is called a deity recruit. Deity recruits let you pull a number of times based on how you performed last season. We had the highest tier of reward, so we get the maximum number of pulls. And all of the new heroes from this season are available. We have Blackbeard. Oh, and by the way, of course, they're all nautical themed because this is a nautically themed season. So we have Blackbeard here. Let me get rid of this little thing. Zhang Bogo. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he is, I think, the chase hero to get. Magellan, who, like, obviously y'all paid attention in school, right? Y'all paid attention in school. Y'all know who Magellan is. Mary Reed. Let me tell you, whoever does the art direction for this game, they understood the assignment. Let me tell you, whoever does the art direction, they understood the assignment. And Bonnie as well. 5 new heroes this season. Plus some more coming later on. Magellan, the dude who ended up as dinner for tribal cannibals. Wait, is that actually what happened? Heard great things. Uh-oh. Was he a dinner guest or was he on the menu? I thought he lived to tell the tale. Is that not true? We're going to do a ton of recruits, man. I have so many recruits that I'm going to do. I loaded the account. They got a big discount going on, so I loaded this thing up. He was the main dish? No way. Hold on. We got to Google this. Ain't no way. Magellan. Demise. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. He was eaten by Lapu Lapu? Hold on. Ferdinand Magellan died April 27, 1521 on the island of Mactan in the Philippines. In a battle, he was lost in a battle against the Battle of Mactan against the forces of the local chief Lapu Lapu. After a dispute over his attempt to forcefully land on Mactan and convert the king to Christianity, he was overwhelmed by Lapu Lapu's warriors, who attacked him with lances and spears. He was struck with a poisoned arrow, wounded by a spear and sword, and repeatedly, well, ooh. I don't know if he was eaten, though. I don't see that in this particular AI overview. GG! RIP. That sucks, actually. Okay. We have a lot to do. It's a brand new season, baby. What do I want to show you? I mentioned the season features, but they list them all over here. We have the new heroes. I didn't read anything yet about naval warfare. There are oceans that have appeared. You need to construct a shipyard and then you can build ships. Okay. Naval warfare, oceans. Troops in the ocean can freely capture constructions in the ocean. You need an adjacent tile for owning a dock or a port. And there's docks and ports, 2 different types of naval warfare buildings. And there's sea fortresses. Okay, cool. And then there's these naval ships. I think I can show you the naval ships. Yeah, so we can get... so this game, Civilization Eras and Allies, is based on eras. And you advance your civilization through the eras. You see what they did there? Civilization Eras and Allies. Yeah? You with me? So you get to the Renaissance era, and it looks like once you research sailmaking in the tech tree, you can do ships. So there's a sailboat. The units look cool, man. The Privateer, that's a classic, man. Do you know how many people I wrecked in OG Civilization with the classic, the Privateer there? The Artillery Sailboat. And they have these abilities. Oh my god. Then you get to the Industrial Era. Then you get to the Modern Era. You get yourself a little Corvette. Ooh. Does that mean you can get aircraft carriers? Probably. Not in this version, but there are air units in this game as well. I can show that to you. What's the best way to do that? So, in the Renaissance era, you get balloons. Pretty self-explanatory. In the Industrial era, you get planes, including the transport aircraft. You can do some pretty crazy stuff. There's also helicopters, which have a lot of suppressive capability. And bombers, obviously. Then the Modern era, you just kind of... Well, you get jets. Jets are kind of nutty. All right. Anyways, I got my Kopesh swordsman over here because we live in classic right now. We're 12 hours into the season. We classic. we gotta tech up quite a bit to get further along here. GG. All right. Anyways. All right. So, chat, should we see if we get the new heroes? That's a lot. Well, keep in mind, I'm 3 seasons in, right? So, the game kind of ramps up the complexity as you go. This is season 3. We're in season 3, all right? This is not my first season. It's not my first rodeo here. Chat, do we pull? Why don't we do our deity recruits now and see who we get? What do you think? We get 6 free recruits, 25 pulls in total. The truth is, I don't actually know who I want yet. We can read their skills a little bit and try to figure it out. This season literally just landed, and I did no pre-reads on what people think the meta is going to be. Good luck on the polls. I appreciate it. Here we go, baby. We want to get the legendaries, okay? We have a 12% chance of getting a legendary in these deity polls, and it's a guaranteed every 10. So let's see how we do. Epic. All right. Come on. Epic. And epic. 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 I mean, I kind of expect to go to pity. Epic. Okay. Now we start paying gold. Chat says 12% generous. Well, these are the deity polls. This is my prize for having gotten the highest tier of performance in the last season. Everyone that was in the top alliance is able to do all these polls. So because we had a really good season last season, we're able to do this. Come on, baby. We're going all over the world for these recruits. Guaranteed. Okay, we're going to pity. All right, we've gone to pity, chat. We are going to pity. Here we go. All right, what do we get? Woo-hoo! Okay, this I think is the best. This is the best pick. That was actually, I think, the best outcome. I could be wrong. I don't know the meta yet. But Zhangbo, I think, is the best we could do. Okay. W. We're going to have to look at his kit and figure it out. All right. We keep going. I don't know if we go past 20. We'll see. Technically, I could do 5 more polls, but it doesn't go to... Like, I can't guarantee that I go to pity at that point. Please let me get one before pity. Like, right now or the next poll will be swell. Oh, my God. Come on. Bro. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, it's just one of those days. Chat, I think it's just one of those days where we just are going to pity here. GG. Okay, okay. We didn't go to pity. It was one before pity. I honestly want the same guy again. Okay, Blackbeard. Okay. Blackbeard. Welcome to the Smash Squad. I'm earning greatness, chat. Do a battle so we can see the mechanics? Yeah, I can show that to you. I have 6 polls left. Chat, do we keep pulling or do we stop? What do you think? Do we keep pulling or do we pump the brakes? We cannot guarantee pity anymore. Let's send it! Here we go. I was gonna do that either way, I think. Come on. We got 4 more pulls, please. 3 more pulls. Oh, this is not looking good. 2 more pulls. Oh, no. All right, last chance. Last chance. It's the last chance. Come on. Ah. Rip. Rip bozo. All right. All attempts have been used up. GG. Sucks to suck. We did the best we could. I feel good about who I got, though. I got who I wanted. I really wanted this dude. Zhang Bogo. So, what does he do? At the start of each turn, you inflict a stack of Incinerate on the enemy. They take damage over time, applied when acting every turn. So every time you take an action, you inflict Incinerate, which is a damage over time. And then once they get the max number of stacks, you do a ton of damage. I think this Incinerate mechanic is going to be pretty legit. But to do that, you need the new heroes to work with him. And I got Blackbeard. So that's a W, right? What does he do? So he inflicts 1 to 2 of the following effects: Burn, Panic, Scorch, and Rattle. Oh my God. Damage over time, continuous damage. Panic is damage over time, and Burn is damage. Yeah. I think they'll go together. I guess we'll see. I'll have to mess around with it. They also have a retire skill that I suppose I could look into. So I don't even have to keep him. I could get rid of him. And then I could get this skill and add it to my collection if I wanted. I got options. I got options. In terms of combat in this game, the combat is kind of turn-based. I could show you a report to give you a sense of what that looks like, but let me go send an army here. Then we're going to go do a bunch of pulls. We got a bunch of pulls to do. I think we just hope and pray that I can win here. Technically, I'm countered and it's a contested battle. Sure. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully we don't go into a draw. It kind of suck. So this is a tile-based game. Every single one of these tiles gives me a benefit. The numbers on the tile is illustrative of its level. The higher the level, the more it's giving you. Tiles that have no level don't do much. You don't want to hold those. You can only capture tiles connected to a tile you already own. A lot of that is like standard Tile 101 type gameplay, chat. Can I show some of the research? Yeah, sure. We'll see what happens here. Novice protection. Suffered heavy losses. Wait a minute. Chat. Wait, that can't be good. Well. Well. 6 minutes till the guards recover. I think that did not go well. I could look at the report. Oh, I should actually have retreated. Yeah, I should not have. I should not have done that. Okay, well, that... I got destroyed. Oh my god. Wait. Hold up. All that was left there was my Sun Tzu. Yeah, that did not go well. Rip Sun Tzu. Let's see here. I mean, this is the part that the second fight went through. Maybe a level 7 tile was not the play. But I did, wow, that's a level 6. I promised you I have used Sun Tzu to get level 7s. Okay? I promise you I have done that. Oh my god. Anyways. Okay. Well, while these guys lick their wounds, I guess we only have a minute. But like, did I even really hurt the guards at all? I guess so. Do we just send it again? Maybe we send it again. Fate changer. Yeah, not great. So if you get really wrecked, which is what happened there, my Sun Tzu is now hurt. Awkward. So when you go and fight, your army fills up with militia. Militia are trained in your city. You can see I have 32,853 militia. Now he's in standby. We can try again. With this army. Not ideal. Maybe I need to just level up a little more before I'm doing stuff like that. Not sure what else I could do. I could upgrade some of his skills a little bit, I guess. Ripsu. True. There are civilizations in this game. And I can show you that in just a minute. What if this time we get the tile? Okay. Draw. But I got most of my stuff left over. I think we got it this time. I think we're getting it. Oh yeah, we're getting this for sure this time. Okay. All right. So you can see each of the armies here. So let me explain this. Battle mechanics. Let me explain. Each army has 3 heroes. When a hero runs out of troops, they're hurt. If you take out the enemy's captain, you instantly win. It's the captain, the center, and the vanguard is the front row dude. Do you have troop tiers? Kind of victory. There we go. Yes, there are troop tiers, but not in the same way. It's more like there are eras in this game. And as you advance to a new era, you have access to a new set of troops to choose. And each of the troops you choose to go with your heroes has different bonuses and effects. It's an oversimplification, but you can think of the troop that you select as like another way to customize your army. All right, We got our level 7 tile. W, chat. W. Let's go. Oh, actually, it's part of what I needed to do. Quest complete. Nice. I need to increase my total production, so I need to do more fighting for sure. Before we go do that, though, what do you think about doing a bunch of pulls? Because that, to me, sounds like a bunch of fun. We got a bunch of pulls to do, chat. So this is a season-based pull. The season recruit. It's time limited. And I want to go to the 200 tier of pity. Or tiered rewards, really. So we're going to do a bunch of pulls here. I have 30 of the currency I need to pull from here. Plus, I'm going to use a ton of diamonds and gold. This is going to be a lot of pulls. A guaranteed legendary hero every 20 pulls. And the probability is half of what the other event was. 6.66. Here we go. We're looking for legendary heroes. Come on. Okay. Technically, I could go 20 at a time. I don't know. Does that add suspense, chat, or remove it? Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Mary Reed. From the new season. Let's go. W. Cool. Yeah, so some of the heroes are from the new season. Some of the heroes are not. They're from prior seasons. You can even see these are listed as S3. Dude, Tommy in this game is insane. I would really like to pull Tommy. BQ is legit. Sun Tzu is fine. He's actually very, very good, but I already have him, so I'm like not as excited about it. But there's definitely uses in this game for multiple copies. So anyways, let's keep pulling. Any idea on Attila's skills? No. So there's an event coming up with Attila, and I don't know what his skills are going to be. Heroes look cool. Yes, sir. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Here it is. King David. All right. How much do I care about that? Let's go get a look. Yeah, I mean, Chad, how much do I care about that? You could have a whole army of shirtless men. Yeah. All right. Well. Okay. Let's keep pulling. All right, so at this point, it's going to start costing us gold. This is a pretty penny. This is a pretty penny. Here we go. We are fishing for ideally like Tommy. Will be absolutely goated to get. Okay, nothing in this pull. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Legendary. Add them to the collection. Yo! Actually fished my wish. That's insane. Hey, guys. Wait. Hey, guys. W? Actually a W? So like Tommy, Gilgamesh, like this is a part of a really, really powerful army. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Did not expect that. Tommy. Damn. That's crazy, bro. So, there's a bunch of different ways you can do damage in this game. Okay? You do skills that can, like, take time to activate to do stuff. And there's also this thing called a basic attack that you do. And combos happen after you do basic attacks. So this is a combo style hero. After using a basic attack, you do damage to the target one additional time, and you disorient them. So disorient makes it so that you apply your effects indiscriminately. In other words, you no longer can tell friend from foe, and you can accidentally hit your own team. So you disorient the enemy, and then they literally hit themselves, which is nuts. She is very powerful. That is an amazing pickup. Now, if I get an extra copy of her, I could work on her title. So in order to unlock her title, I need an extra copy of Tommy. And what that does is it increases her range. Now, remember how I said that when you take out the enemy's captain, you win? Like, you could defeat all their stuff or you could just take out their captain. She becomes a captain sniper. If you get this. And with her double title, I need 2 more copies of Tommy. I can give her double attack. So she attacks twice during the first 3 turns. Is there PvP? Oh, yeah. This is an alliance-based game. Alliances have 200 players. You work together to build the wonders of the world. And it is a race to build them. Only one alliance can have a wonder in the whole map. So, like, once somebody builds the pyramids, they got the pyramids, nobody else can have it, unless they go take it militaristically. Yeah, this is a PvP game. Yes. And our season literally just started. So, yes. This is a PvP game. Let's go recruit more copies of Tommy. What do you think about that, chat? That was actually insane. All I need is 2 more copies. What are the chances? Lol. We're in season 3. This is season 3 of Civilization Heirs and Allies. Thank you again to the makers of the game for sponsoring this live stream. You can use the link in the description to download. It's only available in certain regions currently, but global launch is hopefully soon. And they've generously sponsored me to make a dedicated channel for their game, which I've done. And I got a ton of content on there designed to help you get value and smash your enemies. Here we go! Here it is! Ooh, Mary Reed. Okay, 2 copies of her. Is that a W? What can I do with her title? I'm previewing. Flaming Lady. Increase the trigger rate of the main skill, Disarm and Silence. Ooh. Okay, so what does she do? She is a defensive hero. Probably put her in the Vanguard spot. During turn 1, you have a 50% chance to disarm 2 enemy heroes. They can't use their basic attacks. So this shuts down the combo style army. During turn 2, you have a 50% chance to silence 2 enemy heroes. They can't use active skills. Oh my god. And when turn 3 ends, deal damage to 2 enemy heroes 1 time. But this makes it so that it's a 60% chance to disarm and a 60% chance to silence. Is that right? Jeez. Yeah, it does. It does. Now, this is an engage skill, okay? An engage skill happens before the fight starts. It's like a turn 0 type thing. So on turn 0, you get set up to wreck them. Very powerful, really cool. 2 copies is actually kind of nuts. Getting multiple copies in this game is often a good thing. Guess it depends on which pull you get, but you know, whatever. We're on our way to 200 pulls, baby. Come on. 8 more pulls to our guaranteed pity. Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to a guaranteed pity. Here we go. Here we go. New recruit. Let's go. New season hero. Does every season reset the map and the players? Yes. Every season, you reset your tiles and you reset your era and you start at the first era and you go through again. And each season is like literally just like 28 days. So it's like a month worth of time that you're in a season. And I like short seasons because I really dislike when you end up in a matchup that you're stuck in for a long time and everybody knows what the outcome is already. Like, that drives me kind of insane. Your hero levels reset, but your hero collection, your skill collection, that does not get reset. So you're building up this collection of heroes and skills over time. All right, back to the polls. Season recruits, here we go. We're on our way to 200 polls. So when I go to 200 polls, I get a book. And this book lets me pick whichever one of these heroes I want. I could pick whichever I could get Gilga. I could get Gilga as an example. And I could run Tommy and Gilga together. Anyways. Here we go. 5 spot. Napoleon. Yeah, Napoleon's here, man. All the OGs are available to pull. Here we go. Let's go. Oh my God, another copy? Wait. Do I have 3 copies of her now? Okay, chat, now we're getting a little excessive. Now we are getting a little excessive. Okay, so I could get her double title? Oh, so I would have a 70% chance to disarm and silence. Or I could start retiring her and get the waiting game skill. When your army is greater than 50%, you increase your passive attack damage dealt. And when your army is less than 50%, you reduce damage taken. That's kind of a neat skill. The other thing you can do with excess heroes, remember I showed you the unit selections over here, chat? Well, some of these units you have to unlock. Some of them you can unlock easily with technology. But other units, let's see here. You need special conditions met. This one you need to have the Wonder of the World for the Terracotta Army. But anyways, some of them you need to sacrifice 5-star heroes. See? So some of these I'll be able to get just because I have a bunch of unlocks over here of these heroes. It's a really cool overflow progression system, in my opinion, where like every time you pull a 5-star hero, it's a win. Even if you don't actively intend to use them, you might retire them for their skill or use them as fodder to unlock a unit, just as a few examples. You can have more than one version of each champion. Yeah, so extra copies, like I said, you can unlock units, you can unlock special titles for a hero, you can increase their star level to red stars, which increases your army size. There's a bunch of Queen Dido. Okay. Cool. She's a decent pickup. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not as excited about her. Season 1, She's insane as a part of the HH bond for taking tiles. So there are these things in this game called hero bonds. When you have all 3 of the heroes from the bond, you get the effect. Really cool. Okay, here we go. We're pulling. Traveling the world, as it were. Okay! Oh my god, I'm getting so many legendaries. Like, I'm going way before pity. New recruit? W? Yes! Okay, we got BQ. Dude, I'm getting all the things I wanted. Okay. Wow. Dude. Dude. There's so many combos that I have opened up from these pulls. It's actually insane. Let's talk about what BQ does real quick. He has an engage skill, which we talked about earlier, is like a turn 0 style action, okay? When an enemy hero is controlled, that's disarmed, silenced, disoriented, stunned, taunted, exhausted, before being able to act on their turn, there's a chance to deal attack damage to them 1 time. Each control effect is independently evaluated. Oh my god. So this is very powerful as a part of what's called a damage and control lineup. And yeah, this plays off of control. Wow. This is actually an awesome pickup for me. So cool. Dude. Dude. This is actually kind of nuts. These pulls have been good to me. I'm not even sure what else I want anymore. I like... It's been going great, is what I'm trying to say. I guess I could use a Gilga, that's for sure. And more Tommies. All right, let's keep pulling. We're on our way to 200. We don't have that many more pulls to do. I mean, I guess we have 80. Anyways, here we go. What is this? This is Civilization, Eras, and Allies. It's currently in a regional launch. I hope the global launch will be soon. They've sponsored today's stream. You can use the link in the description to download. Another pull before pity? Oh my god. Lepidus. Lepidus is legit. When acting each turn, increase your own engage damage and also deal damage. So, Lepidus is really powerful for damage enhancement. That's what he's good for. All right. I have a bunch of copies of him already, though, for what it's worth. Not always the worst to get extra copies, though. Like I was saying, you can Red Star. Also over here, let's see. Increase the promotion effect. Main skill always takes effect on 2 heroes. That's really nice. Yeah, Lepidus is not a bad take from that pull. I have 3 copies of Lepidus, but to show you here, Ascending. Right? So you can view the star upgrades. It increases my army size. Anyways. All right. Recruit. Limited. Here we go. I feel like we've been kind of crushing it. These pulls have been so good. Come on. We're down to 10 to pity. We beat pity like every time, bro. Another Mary Reed? Holy. Is that like my 4th one? Oh my god. I know I said that the artist understood the assignment, but that didn't mean she's the only hero I wanted to pull. Jeez. Okay. Okay, sure. Now, I need to convert some of my diamonds here into gold. Let's do 5,000. All right. Let's do a few more pulls here. I might need to convert more. I should have actually done the math on that. Is this only medieval, or are there ships and things? Yeah, so this starts with just like classic Civilization used to start. The units you start with are very basic, and they advance as you progress through the eras. So you start with spearmen and pikemen, and, you know, you're ending with, you know, command vehicles. And each season is only 28 days, so you go through these different unit types very quickly. So technically the game has troop tiers, but like not in the way that you have it in other games typically in this genre, where it's like a gazillion days of speed ups to get to the new tier. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's go! Another legend! Oh my god! Wait. Ryu Song Ryong. We retire this hero, chat. This is one of the best skills in the game. His retire skill. This is one of the... This is Isong's uncle. Is this actually Isong's uncle? Wait. Is this Isong's uncle for real? So let me tell you why... Okay, you're playing with me. Bro. Come on. This is a history-based game. It wouldn't have surprised me if somebody's uncle was in the game. Whatever. So... During the first 4 turns, protect all allies. You take basic attacks on behalf of your allies. Then gain evasion, damage immunity, 10% chance of getting that when hit by basic attacks, and 25% chance to heal a random ally. You protect your allies, you go immune, and you heal. This skill is cracked. Cool to get him. He's like a slam dunk retire. And I already have at least one copy of this skill. Like, literally, I can show you one copy of this skill already deployed to an army. But I'm not mad about getting another copy. Okay. Okay. Keep recruiting, Chisquel. Keep recruiting. Here we go. Give me more Tommy, please. That'd be kind of dope. And I am going to have to flip over some more diamonds here in just a minute. Come on. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I tapped the screen and I got another Lepidus. All right. I mean, I got a gazillion copies of Lepidus. It be what it be. Let's flip over a few more of these guys. Let's do one of these real quick. Whatever. Just get her done. Back to recruiting. Right now, there's a special when you top up. I used the Midas Buy Shop, which is their official top-up site, and it was like 2 for 1 on the top-up. Like, normally you just get diamonds, but they give an equal amount of gold. It was like 2 for 1 value. It was insane. And it was 10% discounted for each time you buy, but it only is once per tier of the thing you can buy. I don't remember all the details. But I bought in today. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go. Okay, another legend. Another Mary Reed. Okay, I take it back. The artist understood the assignment, but like, guys, like, I want different heroes, please. Oh my god. 2 more polls and we're done here. No, I'm not aware of a PC version for this game. Okay. All right. That's good enough for now. I technically could pull 7 more times for the guaranteed pity, though, chat. This book is a big deal. This book lets me pick the hero I want. I don't know who I want right now. I'm going to think about it. But I'm very inclined to just do a couple more pulls here. Because, like, the pity's in 7. I'm the asshole if I don't do a couple more pulls, right? See? First pull. Another 5-star. Easy. Light work. All right, now we stop. Now we stop. Now we stop. 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 We're good. We're good there. But what I can do is pull for Joan, because I got some of these premium recruits to do. So let's do that. What are my odds over here? So these unique heroes, they're called peerless heroes. Peerless. See? Peerless. Hero popularity peerless. It's like mythic rarity. But technically they're legendary, but just more rare. I don't know. Anyways, peerless heroes are busted. They're so good. Let's see if we can't get a peerless hero. What's the probability? 5-star hero, 6%. All right. I have 26 pulls to do here. 26 pulls. This could go well. Now, you may be wondering, Chiscool, why are you doing so much pulling at the start of the season? Because at the start of the season, you got to level heroes up. So I want to see what new heroes I'm getting this season that I'm going to work with for the rest of the season, you know? Okay, we got there before pity. I was getting anxious, chat. Spartacus. Okay. I'm not as hyped about Spartacus. Maybe I should be, but I already have a copy of him. I'm not really using him too much. Maybe I should be. He's decent at the start of the season as a part of the HH bond to go capture tiles, right? So here's my Spartacus army. I have him actually red starred. Well, 1 red star. Take it easy, Chiscool. I don't know. I mean, it is one of the first things I'm working on this season. I'm just, you know, I want to see the new stuff. All right, here we go. Here we go. I have 11 pulls. That went fast. All right, 6 more pulls. We didn't get it. Okay. 1 more pull. All right, well, we tried. Cool. Okie dokie. That was good fun. Supreme. Free, chat. It's free. Free? Free? I got Alexander the Great. How am I supposed to feel about that? I guess it would have been better if I got a different, more new generation hero, but Alexander the Great's not a bad take. Gilga would have been really nice, but Alex is not a bad take. Deal damage to 2 enemy heroes 1 time. Then deal attack damage to 1 random enemy hero 1 additional time. You do a lot of attacks, which is why it's kind of cool. All right. All right. That was neat. I feel good about how all that went. I'm a little bit in awe of 5 Mary Reeds. But, you know, this is normal, right? I can't believe all the hero options that were there, and I got that many Mary Reeds, bro. That is crazy. I'm gonna have to go into the tank and do some thinking on what I want to do with all this stuff. By the way, the look on some of these heroes is pretty legit. I do kind of wish that I had a paper doll that I could like spin around and, you know, show, but the animations are kind of neat. All right. Let's go take some tiles. Let's go after another level 7. I guess that's the play. Capture. Here we go. So what happened to me last time, by the way, chat, I wanted to get a look at this, is that I beat the first Tile Guardian, but the second Tile Guardian kicked my ass, and I probably should have walked away.
I guess we really are gonna live forever.
I'm afraid of the same thing being about to happen again. Draw. Just gonna run it home and then come back. Save my militia, question mark. Are there talents on heroes or only skills? There are no talent points, but let me explain. I'm gonna run home real quick. I'm going to give her a minute 20 to chill out. Cleo got kind of beat up there. There's a couple things you can do with a hero. So there's skills, which you can upgrade and promote. But then also there are your basic stats. And this is not quite like talent points, but you customize what you want the hero to do. So I've increased my int on Sun Tzu, and that's what the game suggests, by the way. But I could have done my agi, which is how fast I act. Defense is damage mitigation. Attack is also a form of damage dealing. I had options. Right now, I'm hurt. Chat, we're hurting. Chat, we're hurting. We got to heal up and get back in it. But as soon as we healed up, we're back in the mix here. There are a bunch of really cool skins in this game. I guess dude, that's crazy. This skin is coming up for this season in a new event, the floating airship. That's crazy. All right, here we go. 8 seconds and we're back in it. Yeah, heroes have a max level. Okay, hold up. Capture. March. Let's roll. Took a draw last time. Let's see how we do this time. Will you go test the heroes on someone? I mean, I wouldn't fight someone at this stage. Capturing tiles is kind of where it's at right now. We're like 12 hours into the new season. So right now, I want to capture tiles to increase production. Tiles are your economy, 100%. That's exactly right. Got him. Yeah. We do have barbs and barb forts, and they have rewards. But you only need to do like a couple of these per day, which is kind of nice. It's not like you got to grind them endlessly, which is, you know, can be exhausting. So you can see my production up over here. Stone, iron, and food. Insight is basically like research speed ups. Show you a whole bunch of what you use silver for. Return home. Victor. Yeah, so yeah, I just cooked him that time around, just finished him off. I guess I didn't need to retreat off that tile. I kind of had him on the ropes, I guess. Now, I mentioned earlier that there are civilizations in this game. Oh, by the way, I have a 28 tile limit, so I can get 2 more tiles here. I probably should go do that. We go get this stone tile, I guess. Are there any other level 7s that I'm connected to? I definitely cannot handle a level 8, I'll tell you what. So we just get this level 7 over here. Capture. Sun Tzu. And they're marching. Passive income and number of tiles you can capture. Upgrade with the main building. So there's a bunch of things you can do to increase the number of tiles that you can capture and upgrade. I'm going to show you the civilization bonuses in a minute because the civilizations are pretty cool. It's like yet another way to kind of customize what you're up to, although in some ways it's kind of like in the early game you pick certain civs. In the mid game, you pick other civs, and in the end game, you pick certain fighting civs. And by, you know, early, mid, and end game, it's like within a season. I got silenced and disoriented. Oh, this is not going well. Draw. I have a lot of troops left. I think I'm going to take them. I'm not totally sure. There's 2 tile guards here. I'm gonna retreat. I'll retreat and come back. We'll run them right back out there. How is the civilization swapping? It's pretty seamless. You're kind of intended to do it a lot, I think. I'll show you. We'll run this guy out and then I'll show you. All right. Let's go look at civs. Hope I win. Here are the civilization options. Of course, I have multiple guides, 1 per season, for what civilization to pick. The perks actually change each season, and there's a bunch of them. I'm currently China because you get 20% extra XP from tiles, which is massive. You also have a reduced militia cost. March speed is, I mean, kind of convenient. Max hero AP is major. You can be away from the game for longer and have a higher amount of AP on your heroes to work with when you get back. This, I was mentioning, you could increase the number of tiles you can improve. I can improve 5 more tiles. And improving a tile basically lets you take a low-level tile and improve it up to being a high-level tile. I suppose I could show you how to do that. Coin mints can be structured on level 7 resource tiles, granting additional silver. There's a bonus here when your capital is located in a certain spot. and you get a daily tax-free resource exchange. This is just one civilization. To give an example of a totally different... Well, before I give you the example, let me see. Did I win? I got a draw. Eureka! Okay, so you get these things called Eurekas, which give you 30% progress toward research, which is a big deal. So in the tech tree, I have 30% of the research already completed now for sharpened blades. That's nice. You pretty much always kind of want to have a Eureka before you start researching something. And we got the tile, baby. Look at Greece. Yeah, Greece is the fighting civ. One of them, anyways. So militia training speed, obviously good. But there was one... Here we go. Recover 20% of your wounded troops in battle. Like, bro. That's crazy. Upon emerging victorious in battle against other players, if valor gained is at least 1,500, pillage 5% of the enemy wounded troops and convert them into your own militia. That is savage. Yeah, there's some fighting civs. And then you've got, like, America's generally a production-based civ. Anyways, I go into the pros and cons of each of these civs in my my vids. Capturing the tiles. What else do I need to do? Clear skirmish, medieval trial. All right. All right. So this is kind of the equivalent of... I guess it's like Expedition and Rise of Kingdoms. So the way this little mini game works is that I need to get to the other side, and I have 14 total moves. So, man. And along the way I can get stuff. The question is, what stuff do I want? There's buffs that I can get. I'm gonna go here, grab the food. We'll go fight this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I think I can go like this. Let's see if I blundered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I did kind of blunder. That's a little awkward. I think it's fine. We'll go here. Go here. Go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I actually can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Please plan strategically. Aye, aye, Captain. Victory. 3 turns remaining. Got him. Get the silver. Get the final spot. Challenge successful. GG's. We got 3 more stages of this to do. That should be easy enough. I think my army is pretty good for this, truth be told. All right. Ooh, insight. 14 turns. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. All right, now I work backwards. I got 9 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think I go here. 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 Good. Here. 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 Then we go here. And we peace out. GG easy. Challenge successful. We did stage 1 and 2. Quests? Alright, we're good. Oh, we just needed to do 1. Whoops, my bad. Change out unique units. Worker. Guidance completed, chat. Quest completed? Quest completed. Okay. But now I got all this to do. My chapter quests. Oh my god. We got a lot of upgrading to do in my city here. Oh, and I finished constructing. Well, that's a little awkward. Okay. I need to do these for my quest. We can just bang these out real quick. I'm gonna run out of resources at some point, though. That's the issue. That is the issue. We'll probably just leave it there. All right. Progress, baby. So research. Let's talk about this for a second. ROK looks different today. This is Civilization, Eras, and Allies, the sponsors of today's live stream. We've had a heck of a session so far. We pulled heroes, talked about how the game works, showed where the naval units are, what they are, and where the naval combat's going to be, which is toward the center of the map, by the way. The center objective is half in the water. I don't know how that's going to work. Babylon, look at this. It's half in the water, man. That's half in the water. But yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. I really can't believe the heroes that I got there. Dude, I have diplomacy buffs I can go get. Hold up. Increase iron yield by 1.6%. Let's go look at the city-states and talk about this, chat. Let me show you this effect here, or how this works. So in the game, you have these things called diplomatic envoys. You can recover them, and you send them to city-states. For diplomacy purposes. And there's different buffs that you can get by virtue of doing that. So here we can get housing cost construction reduction, food yield, stone yield, iron yield, storehouse capacity. from Brisbane. What can we get over here? Meriden. Diplo. Increased chance to receive 1 additional luxury item when trading. Increased chance of receiving 5,000 bonus silver when opening a luxury chest. Increased tax-free trade limit. Increased chance to receive 1 additional happiness when trading. Jeez. None of these overly excite me. We'll do a little Diplo over here and equip it. Stone yield. Storehouse cap. That doesn't excite me. Stone yield again. So, I can head over to my Diplo. Industrial. And now I can equip 4 of them. And I can switch those out whenever I want. But simply having the buffs is a W. So now we have some industrial buffs. And I can go over here. And Diplo. Something I will do later in the season is really optimize these buffs, but for now, we just get them equipped. Okay. Cool. And I can get one more tile here. And I can also upgrade some tiles. Let me show you what upgrading a tile looks like. Improving a tile. So this is a level 6 tile. It's been improved once already. If I send my Sun Tzu to go improve this bad boy. Victory. Now it's level 7. Voila. It's like magic. Improving tiles does give me some XP. Now I'm level 32. That's a win, chat. How much AP do I have here? I still have a lot of AP to work with. We got a lot we can do. Let's go improve some tiles. Difficult battle. Okay, maybe ruins are too tough for me to improve right now. Maybe we don't improve the ruins. JK. And I'm not connected to another level 7. But I could grab this level 6 real quick. Easy battle, chat. Nice and easy. Okay. I suppose this is the part where the extra march speed comes in handy, huh? So chat, what questions do you have about how this game works? Right now, I'm mostly kind of solo operating because it's the first part of the season, so we're building back up. It's the same as when you start out in ROK. It's like 5 minutes to go across one screen. Yeah, I mean, some of these things take time. I actually have a video about speed hacking in this game where you can go double time. That's actually one of my more popular shorts on my dedicated channel. All right, that was an easy one. Oh yeah, we cooked those guardians. Absolutely freaking cooked them. We need to increase our total production. And increasing our army size sure would be nice. I gotta get this tech though, military training. Do I have the insight to just finish this? Okay, let's do it. Sure. Build a basilica. Oh, I need to do this. Get my Eureka real quick. Okay. Upgrade this bad boy. There's my Eureka. Let's go. So you can see now the Eureka is lit up underneath it. And we can start this research. That's nice. What's the name of your dedicated channel? It's Chisquel Civilization. I know, cryptic, crazy. Okay. Now let's go improve this tile. Draw. Uh-oh. Am I gonna win this? No. No, I'm not. That's awkward. Defeat. In a couple minutes I can go back and do it again. I don't think there's a ton I can... Ooh. Just knocked my microphone off its stand. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Technical difficulties. One second. Okay. Literally, I have... Hold on. I don't think I can show you this if the wire goes long enough. But it's... No, it doesn't. Can't get it on the camera. Just load this in. 1 second. And we're back. Oh my god. I have a mount for this arm on the desk that I guess just decided to fall right off. GG, that's awkward. Ooh, also awkward is in 15 seconds I gotta do this again. All right, and then claim these rewards. Yoink. All right. Do over. We got a draw again, but I'm pretty sure this time I win. Right? Oh, yeah. This time we cook. All right, we take this out, get our improved tile. Production goes up. Seems good. There it is. Victory. Reward obtained. And we're just working on these chapter quests here. We got to build an audience chamber. But I have to finish this research. Yeah, we're just too early on to get all this stuff done. Or are we? No, that's not going to get it done. Not quite. Okay. We can increase the army size here. Okay. Okay, this guy's upgraded. Slowly but surely improving here. Slowly but surely. What else can we get done for this? We got to get our production up. The basilicoi is 3 out of 5. We're progressing. Iron mine is upgrading. The audience chamber we can't build yet, and the research is further in the tree. Getting a hero to level 35 we're working on. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're doing our part here. We're doing our part. What do I want to do? I can't capture any more tiles. We're at the tile limit. So I guess just upgrading tiles I have is kind of the play. Everybody's healthy in the Sun Tzu army. Eureka! Woo! Okay. W. Draw. Less of a W. But I think this one we're gonna win. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are so cooking this tile. Easy. Alright. That's gonna finish up in just a second here when this draw resolves. Yes. That dude's got a cannon. Uh-oh. Wait, hold up. Ooh. Do I win this? Yeah, now we easy win. Basilicoi is the Greek word used most for royal chambers. I did not know that. Oh, there we go. Okay, that tile's upgraded. So this is a ruins. I mentioned this earlier, but they provide insight, which is basically like 15 minutes of speed ups per hour is what that's telling me. And I really want to upgrade this, but they are harder to improve. The game is literally going to tell me, like, no, sir, do not. Difficult battle. So we're not leveled up enough to do that yet. But we are, as you can see, getting experience by doing the tiles we've been doing. So I guess we could go do another level 6. That'd be reasonable. Oh. Improve. Sun Tzu. Go get him, buddy. Do we have militia for this? I think we do. Yeah, we got 19,000 militia. We got some militia to burn still. We got a draw, but we're cooking. Oh my god, we're so cooking. This one's going to be easy. This is going to be an easy take. Do they have Cid? They sure do have El Cid. Yup. I can show that to you. Actually, the better way to show that to you is in here. In the recruits. So if I scroll on down... Here he is, El Cid. They make him look so dreamy, chat. El Cid is an active skill hero. Prepare for 1 turn, then deal attack damage. Big damage to 2 enemy heroes. Active skills are tricky. They're tricky because they don't always happen every turn. There's a trigger chance up top. He looks good. He performs well in the Joan army. Joan makes it so that if you fail to trigger an active damage skill, you get another opportunity to trigger the skill, which is insane. And you increase your damage dealt. And reduce the combat damage of the enemy. Kind of nutty. Joan does a lot, man. Joan doing Joan things. And now, haha, we're level 33. Progress, chat. It's progress. We can feel lost with the machines. Okay. We gotta just keep getting experience is the thing. We getting the win here. Improve the tile. Draw. I got a lot of troops left. I think we're chilling. Dude, I think we're chilling. Although, I don't know what we're going to get behind this guy. I guess we'll find out. No, Rock End. I'm not familiar with that. Come on. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Draw again. Oh. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. I think we got this. So you can see how my army is staying really healthy. That's because this army I've built is called a survival style army. I made a dedicated video about how to do this. I guess I should show you the success there. So this army just tries to live. So my Sun Tzu, he's going to go in, and when my allies deal damage 5 times, one random ally hero either deals attack damage or int damage to one enemy hero, and when all allies take damage 5 times, he heals. So the more you do damage, the more you'll deal damage, and the more you take damage, the more healing you'll do. Then I've got Brains and Brawn. Damage skill. Then I've got Total Conquest. You reduce the target's combat attack and combat int, stacks a bunch of times, and does some damage. But the survival is on the Cleo. During the first 3 turns, reduce all male enemy heroes engage damage. It is kind of funny how that works. You can get a special title on her so it does male and female. From turn 5 onwards, whenever allied heroes take damage, there's a 40% chance to deal int damage one time to a random enemy within a range of 4. Then we've got a healing skill here. Heal 2 allies. Then, during the first 3 turns, reduce 2 allies' engaged damage taken. So just survival. And then Queen Elizabeth is the Vanguard. Right up front. At the start of the turn, bond with 1 random enemy and ally hero. When forming a bond with an ally, reduce your own and the allies' combat damage taken by 10%, affected by end. And whenever either recovers troops, you have a 70% chance to recover. So when one recovers, the other does. Yep. And when forming a bond with an enemy, they share 20% of their own damage taken until the end of the turn. Rockin says, I love her. Remove all allies' combat debuffs. And increase the target's combat attack and int for 2 turns. So she's buffing. And during the first 4 turns, protect all allies. Protector takes the enemy basic attacks on behalf of who you're protecting. They also gain evasion, damage immunity. Kind of nuts. When hit by basic attacks, chance to heal 1 random ally. Queen Elizabeth, everybody. City Garrison is so busted. That skill is so good. So that's the first army I'm working on. Now that I've done my polls, there's definitely other stuff I could do. Like, I could make the Mark Anthony army, but a survival style army is good at the start. Eureka! Got so many Eurekas, bro. Dang. Okay. Okay, we go improve another tile here. Draw. I think we're probably fine. I think we're big chilling, actually. There we go. Improve. Boom. So by the way, you can see our progression here from classical to medieval, Renaissance, industrial, and then modern era. All right. I really kind of want to show you some of the alliance stuff, although we're obviously not building wonders yet. Is it okay, so no level for the city, just eras? Yeah, so like your city, you're going and you're doing, you know, these building upgrades, which is kind of like a tech tree at the end of the day. And you've also got your research. We open up the tech tree here. And once you've done a sufficient amount of research, you can unlock new units, new buildings, the whole 9 yards. Part of what I really want to progress, though, is, of course, my heroes. And at the start of a season, you really got to focus on one army to get their levels higher. Looks good. Yeah. Let's see here. This is showing you the tiles I've improved here. We go here and improve this one. Looks like we're going into a draw, but we've been winning these draws, so yeah, that army kind of wrecked me. That's because I got a stinking Tommy up in here, man. Tommy's crazy. Heroes have gear, question mark? So, heroes have, at level 40, an item over here called a relic. Let's see here. Relics are collectible. And they've basically got a bunch of different stats and effects. And what you want is to get the ones that have potentially all the same stat and desirable effects. Kind of like this guy over here. And there's a bunch of things you can do to upgrade and modify your relics. So it's not quite gear. And you get some daily clues over here. And once you collect the clues, you can submit for a relic. Very easy. Yeah. No equipment with a bunch of stats and micro optimizations. Although the relics, like for my Sun Tzu, because he's an int-based hero, which you can see by looking at his basic stats over here. I'm not a genius. It's just literally like his int is the highest. And his defense is pretty good too, actually. So because his int is pretty high, what I want to do is increase his int. So I want that triple int relic that I was showing you, where, I guess I scrolled too much here. Here we go. Triple int is legit. Tactical heal effect is decent. Tactical defense is fine. But if I show you, let me get the tooltip for int. So int increases the effects of intelligence skills and reduces damage taken from intelligence skills. So int kind of works like damage dealt and damage mitigation, whereas attack stat is just damage. Basic attack damage and effects of offensive skills. A hero's attack growth changes according to the unit that they lead. And then you mitigate attack style damage with defense. So this mitigates damage from basic attacks and offensive skills. So int is like an alternate form of damage dealing and damage mitigation. By the way, Sun Tzu is obtainable for free in Season 1 from an event. And is very, very strong, which is pretty cool. So then the other thing that works as like a multiplier for all these stats is the unit you select. So you see the hero growth on the left. Based on the unit you pick, you get a growth of the stat based on the level of the hero. How many civs have they added? How many civs do they have? Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. And you can see switching is actually free for me right now. I think it's like once a week switching is free. Yeah. Once a week it's free. And it's some amount of gold if you want to go more frequently than that, which is like, if you need to, you need to. Chat says no Rome. We got Greece. Japan, Korea. Korea was really good in season 1, as I recall. I think I started Korea. Now I can't remember. You switch around a bunch. Civilizations have bonuses? Yes. Each civilization has a whole bunch of different bonuses. So the civilization I am right now is all about the early game, I feel. Extra XP is just insane. That's exactly what we want right now. Some of these bonuses are honestly pretty cool. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you, I really wanted to show you the wonders of the world. Because when you build these with your alliance, which I mentioned it's a race to do, you get some like really cool perks. So for example, the pyramids let you build a sphinx. And when you put the sphinx down, you get 50% more tech yield from adjacent tiles, which is pretty cool. So I show you that tile that's like 15 insight per hour. If you put a sphinx next to it, it would be enhanced by 50%, which is kind of neat. So if you build this wonder, you want to try to find a whole bunch of tech tiles that are like next to each other and drop the sphinx next to them, right? But like each of these wonders has like a different effect, which is really pretty powerful. And more wonders become available based on the era that you're in. Yeah, there's a lot you can do there. And alliances have 200 members, man. It's crazy. How does my production rank for the alliance now? Definitely worse than some and better than others. Okay. I'm like squarely in the middle. That sounds about right, honestly. We gotta work on that, chat. Okay. So quarters can give me more armies, which is pretty handy. It's actually a lot of value to that. I don't have the militia to support that right now. This reduces militia training time and increases my militia cap in a city, which is kind of nice. We got silver yield over here. Insight yield is pretty major. Bonus ruins is also really, really good. I now no longer have the resources for this, so that's awkward. Let's see. The advanced chamber is the next thing I can do. Max army cost increase. And the workshop. Number of improvable tiles is really nice. I need to get the tech workshop done, though. That's a ways away. We got to keep teching up here, chat. We got more to do. We're just barely in the medieval era here for our tech. Okay. What is vassaling someone? Oh boy. So in this game, if you defeat an enemy player by reducing the endurance of their city to 0, this is someone from my alliance, but let's just pretend, then every single one of their tiles becomes a vassal to your alliance, and they are a vassal to your alliance as well. So that means that you can build connected to their tiles, and if their troops cross paths with a member of their own alliance, they'll attack them even, because they're your vassal. You have to ultimately like get freed by your allies, or you need to just accept a relocation back into a starting province. If you get vassaled, you don't want your city to get vassaled. It's not like getting zeroed in Rise of Kingdoms, but it's also not ideal. Oh, dude, we got a ton of these freaking sieges planned today. Holy smokes. I guess we're doing this one at 12 UTC. Actually, the time might not be UTC. We got a ton to do. We got 7 hours on that one. Because the game is only in APAC. I'm in so many different time zones. I get a little messed up. Yeah, we take this guy soon too. GG's. I think we talked a fair amount about the units. But there's infantry, ranged, and then cavalry. Then you've got siege, which operates in a different way, and air, which operates in a different way. And then this season, once we get some of the things we need here, we can build naval units, but we need a shipyard to do it. Oh god, and there's this historic skills thing. Yeah, so there's these really powerful skills. If I exchange this exact trio of heroes, I can get this like really powerful skill. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I could. Oh god, I did get a copy of Tommy. I could do it. I don't know. I don't know about this, chat. I'm gonna think on this one. I could. Yeah, I actually am capable of doing several of these. It's actually kind of wacky. Heroes of all cultures shine brightly in our shared history. Starting from Season 3, multiple heroes can be exchanged for historic skills. Historic skills will not be reset at the start of a new season. Historic skills have powerful effects that help you conquer the world. They've got a lot of overflow progression systems here for heroes. And this is the end of Season shop. We were immortal, which also gave us access to the King shop. Got a bunch of stuff from here. And at the end of the season, I mentioned like I was in the highest tier. So what we need to do this time is capture Babylon and have 4 wonders. And we can be at the deity tier, the highest tier. Deity tier is what we were in last time. Let's see here. I am so like racking my brain over what hero compositions I want to run. Getting all these new heroes was really badass. So many copies of Mary Reed. That actually, I don't know if I'm excited or triggered yet by that. We'll figure that one out. We'll figure that one out. But the Tommy was a clutch pickup. That's for sure. Super clutch. And the BQ. Actually crazy. Mary Reed is for sure a Vanguard, man. Disarm enemy heroes. Silence. Range is 4. I guess she could be a center. The way that range works in this game is kind of interesting for skills. Let me show you. I'll pull up a report here. So these heroes, when they're arranged as Vanguard, Center, Captain, are actually some amount of distance away from you. So Queen Elizabeth is 1 distance from their Vanguard, 2 distance from their Center, 3 distance from their Captain. Cleopatra is 2 distance from the Vanguard, 3 from the Center, 4 from the Captain. And so range of 5 is kind of a magical number because that means your captain can hit their captain. Take out the captain and you get a win. Was there a demo of the naval combat? I don't think there is. I think it's in this season, but we're going to have to get further before we can do it. And then this Scarlet Tide event is coming soon for recruiting Attila, but we don't know anything about it yet. This is a limited recruit event. You can't see it's right behind me. It starts on 9/1 at 14, and that's not UTC. That's server time. Oh, dude. This is Richard the First's cosmetic that they added. Here's regular Richard the First. And here's the cosmetic. Oh my god. That is crazy. Where are my cosmetics at, bro? Here's the YSS cosmetic. Regular YSS, also pretty legit. Richie looking real slim. Yeah, true. He's been doing that strength training, chat. The cosmetics are pretty dope. And then we talked about this cosmetic, Quest for the City skin. I actually showed that to you. Let me go back to my city. I have the city skin from being a part of the regional launch of the game. But Divine skin? Oh my god. Valor rewards 10%. Increase alliance members' valor gained. Active skill on a city theme with a 24-hour cooldown? Jesus. Passive AP recovery? Oh my god. Increase alliance member hero AP recovery speed by 20% for 30 minutes. Atlantis is pretty dope looking. Valor rewards 10%. See, this is called the Founder's skin because, yeah, part of the regional launch. Secret of Immortality. 5% AP recovery speed. What about floating airship? Okay, so the effect is increase airstrike and suppression army damage by 30%. Damn. Increase airstrike building endurance damage by 30%. Wow. So, yeah, earns its name. Floating airship. All about damage from the skies. And then there's Upholder, which is cool looking, but actually has no effects. Steampunk, same story. Steampunk's kind of cool, though. I ain't mad at it. All right, chat. I've got some more tiles to improve, but I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. Did a bunch of what I wanted to do at the start of this season. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe to the channel. I've also got my dedicated channel for Civilization Eras and Allies linked down below in the description. So if you want to know all about the civilizations, all about the heroes, all about the combinations, how combat works, tips and tricks, the whole 9 yards, I've got a dedicated video for all that good stuff. So I hope you'll go check it out. And you can use the links in the description to download or pre-register for Civilization Eras and Allies. It's launched regionally now, and I hope it goes global soon. All right, you enjoyed the stream, throw a like on here, subscribe. Thanks again to the makers of the game for sponsoring this stream. And we'll be back tomorrow with another vid, all right? Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.